Okay guys, so the white effects that I had put in around the side of Manly Liquorland table is dispersed down into the lower layers of the deep cast, and that's, you know, pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen. But now that the deep cast is starting to set up, I'm just going to go around the edge again, put a little bit more white in, so that when this comes out of the mold and I start doing my shaping, I'm going to get a really good 3D effect. This is our artist resin, 1:1 by volume. I'm just using our Colour Passion Top Cell White, and I'm making this quite intense. Just noticed my resin head's getting quite firm, so it's quite good. I might actually start to get some of my upper layers in there as well. Okay guys, so just planning out the next layers here for Manly Liquorland. Now, if I just carry on the way I'm going and fill this up with resin through multiple layers, we'll be looking at about 10 to 12 grand worth of resin alone. Our budget doesn't allow for that. So now I'm going to start doing glass layers. We're going to do a big solid glass layer through here, and then we're going to do sand inclusions over the top. I got stickies.
This.
Stickies, can you come inside and get me the vinegar, please? Cool. Next up, we're going to start doing some sand and some rock formations. Okay guys, so now I'm going to start to do the sand layers, build up my beaches, and just work out how I'm going to place out my coastline and do some ridges through here. So I'm going to have channels and ridges, like when you're looking down from space. The bottom's not dead flat. You've got parts that come up and parts that go down. Jenny's just come in to have a nosy, have a gander.
Is it just nosy? I don't need to work, is it?
Oh, you don't need to do any work. Rightio. Okay, anyway guys, cracking on. This part here, this is going to be Manly Beach. Well, I'm going to call this Manly Beach, I think. I'll end up calling this Manly Beach. Oh, the fun will start. We'll start doing the 3D effects. We got our base colour of blue down. Don't really need to push it too hard. So it'll be blue tints from now on and blue pearls. And we'll just keep building up the layers, layer. But before I get too far myself, we're going to have to take an emergency drive 2 hours south and go and get some boats. I need lots of boats, lots of little boats and boat people. My lovely assistant Jenny is helping me with the city. We're going to have quite a few fishermen in it around here, guys, because, like, you know, seriously, Nothing like getting back from a day on the sea, getting up to Manly Liquorland and grabbing a few beers and ales. So I might actually just bring some of this up a bit higher, because we're going to have like lots of rock and bark and stuff. And this here will be broken rock, Jenny. So back to this. Thank you, Jenny, darling, for your help today.
You're welcome.
Jenny's been in bed most of the day.
Half a day.
Half a day. Trying to get used to the cold down here. She's had a bit of a cold, which hasn't been too good, but she's a really tough chick. Just checking out the coastline for Manly Liquorland tasting table. This part here is where it's going to wash in and come up for Manly Beach. We got like a bit of a sandbar atoll-y thing with a deep blue hole, which will look pretty cool once I do all the effects on the top. We got the broken end of the peninsula here, which will have streams running off here and broken bush and debris going out into the sea. And overall I'm quite happy with how all of this is coming together. This outside edge, really tripping it out 3D. It's all going to be shaped. This thing is going to be absolutely epic, and I've really got a pull finger because the delivery date's in 4 weeks. I'm just using our fast setting nozzle resin. I'm just going over here, creating a slip layer, and just start putting in some white water effects. This will be our first layer. About 10 mil. Okay guys, so I use these fittings. I also use the DeWalt heat gun. Main reason for that, so I can adjust my temperature, and I want this to sit on about 450 Celsius. Okay guys, so I've just gone over and just put a base layer again of white, and then as I work my way through doing the effects, building up the rocks at the core base, it will just help me plan it all out. I'm going to be putting a big island through this part, and also we'll most likely put another island down here, and possibly another little islandy bit coming around here to create like a channel, and or just one out here, or I might just put one big one all the way out through here. and then create this more of a sandbar, lots of glue over it and channels. So we'll just see how we go, and it'll just take shape as we go. This stuff is very bubbled, and it's gonna just make a really cool effect for like a reef system which is broken away. Okay, so this end of the Manly Liquorland table I'm doing with black obsidian. Now we're going to have some bush and growth on the end of the cliff face there, coming down, waves breaking around the black obsidian, and then on the outside edge we've got a couple of orca. As we move down the coastline, as you can see from high above, it's like a broken reef system coming out here and there with a big channel through the middle. Channel through the middle will be slightly lighter, and then a deep channel coming out here with another big island, so a blackish Prairie Island is going to come into this part. Down the coastline, still a bit more black obsidian, and then we've got some plant life, and we're going to have a couple of fishermen here, a few fishermen around the rocks here, and maybe some boats sort of cruising around the broken fossil shell area of the theme. And then this part here, we're going to just say this is Manly Beach, and that should look pretty cool with light blues and turquoises washing up into here with a stream running back down into the bay. Around the coastline, more broken obsidian, and we're going to build up this with a lot more sand and make it like a quite a deep hole in there. Coming around the end and doing this all with power shell, broken power shell, and other bits and pieces. This is only on layer about 4 or 5 now. Overall, I think this piece is looking absolutely stunning so far. We've got a long way to go. Just building up this little atoll sort of underwater seamount with a hole in it. So I just want to build this up quite high around here and then tapering off on the deep side. Okay guys, so I'm just about to do some layers here. First up, I'll put another little island in here. And all I'm wanting to do, just put a very light coat over my deeper areas. I like to use my fingers, just really smell things around, get some of the interference going up into the shallows. Awesome, looking awesome. Might be a little bit hard for you to see, but there's actually like a interference sort of blue, which is a little bit shiny and patchy, and it gives it like a really nice peeling through there. Now over the top of this we'll go another layer of clear and a layer of white, and then that's going to give us a true 3D perspective between this and the 4 layers below it. And then we'll just carry on clear, turquoises, blue tints, working our way up, layers of white, until we get the desired effect, and then we'll be ready for solid deep casting this absolutely epic table for Manly Liquorland. So Jenny and myself have just done another layer of effects on Manly Liquorland. That's hashtag Manly Liquorland, and this is their tasting table. Oh yes, this thing is absolutely epic. It's going to be an amazing piece for Manly Liquorland once it's all complete. So let's just do a bit of a flyby over. We've just done another layer adding some turquoise as well as some interference blue and a deep blue dye. Bringing some of that resin away from the shell area where it's built up quite deep, and just doing this application so I can get some wave action around my rocks. Okay guys, so now I'm just going to go over that gas again, just to split the cells. Anything custom made, contact us, resinwoodtablesnz.com, resinswood.com, resinswood.co.nz, resinwoodtablesnz@gmail.com, or call me on 021 966 387. If you can dream it, we can build it. What do you think? It's coming along all right?
Yeah, coming up very good.
Well, it's a shame you're not going to be here for finishing it off, Jenny. But you'll see it in a few weeks' time when you come back, and this will be ready for delivery.
We're doing a lot already. I really want to get the customer.
Yeah, it's a couple more layers to go before those guys go in. But yeah, overall it's looking really cool. Your thoughts?
Yes. I really like this. I really like it. The coastline really started coming up really nicely.
Okay guys, so we've got Vicky. Vicky's in the house. So Vicky, where did you come from, Vicky? You sort of just turned up one day.
Yesterday, Paul.
And Vicky has very patiently, I just stuck my brand new S23 phone into wet resin. Typical of me. Vicky just puts in, put the little people into the boats. And we got some boat people, and we got some guy showing off on his lilo. We got some people just chilling out there, drinking some beers and wines that they got from Manly Liquorland. They got these guys on the chips out on their rowboat, and got some little people around the shoreline. So we're just going through and doing some detailing. We got this guy on the motorboat, but I think he's had a couple of beers too many. He's keeled over, he's having a bit of a snooze. And then we got a couple of other people just chilling out on their deck chairs. And what else we got here? Oh, we got a couple of guys in an inflatable pack raft coming through this gut of this island. And we've got some argillite crystals to make up this reef. And I've just put a little bit more ground up argillite through here, add a different effect, and also another little island here. So overall, hashtag Manly Liquorland or hashtag Liquorland Manly. Check it out, you'll see the whole build of this table. Hey guys, so we got lovely Vicky here. Vicky's Mixing up the 20 kilo buckets of epoxy resin that's going to go into Manly Liquorland. And the key here is to make sure it's really well mixed. We go 15 to 20 times in one direction, 15 to 20 times in the opposite direction. Combine the two buckets and then let it sit for an hour or so, and then we're ready to do our deep pour. Keep going. Keep going. You're doing well. Hey guys, so it's been a very frustrating 9-10 days. I haven't been online much as I've had COVID quite badly, and I'm just starting to get over it now. So testing negative this morning for the first time in 10 days, and so I brought myself out to the workshop, about to start sanding off all the rubbish off the top layer of Manly Liquorland. That's hashtag Manly Liquorland job. So guys, I'm just going over the whole top now and giving a very light sand with 240. Rightio, so I'm just giving it a light spray with isopropyl, and isopropyl evaporates straight away, and this will just so I can clean up any excess dust. The reason I'm going to put over the top here now is our knothole resin. Now, knothole resin does not have a high UV factor. But that's not going to be an issue because this is only a mid layer. So we're just sealing all the timber and just sealing the top in a few places. And this is a really good option. So 2 reasons why I'm using knothole. One, it's going to go off in 3 to 4 hours once this room's heated to 27, 28 degrees. And the other thing, it's a cheap alternative. As you can see, it just starts to come back to life straight away. Now I'm not out to get a really thick coverage here. Just going to get the timber coated and bleed it out a bit over the resin. Not really worried. I'm very happy with that. She's looking really cool. I'm really loving this outer reef here. So this was Jenny's idea to put this in with some azurite and ocean weed and stuff that we got from the model shop. As was this one here, done with azurite. And that there is looking really, really sexy.